Warning: this podcast may feature adult language and themes and is not suitable for younger audiences. You have been warned. Hello, and welcome back to another installment of Hapless Heroes. And happy Halloween, everybody.
Ooh.
I'm going to start with our character introductions. Starting with the person seated to my left, we have Joe, who plays Ezra.
Hi.
We have Mike playing Quinn.
That's Kwin.
We have Dave playing Zero.
Which is exactly how you think it should be spelled.
We have Zach playing Paradil.
You can spell it any way you want.
And we have James playing Hoblet.
2 B's. Or not
Okay.
2 B's.
So last time
That's
on
just a
on the show, you guys have collected the reagents for the portal key and met up with 31 Squared. He led you guys to the general location of the portal, and you guys went through the Bramblewood. Almost had a My Girl moment as Tabby disturbed a giant's wasp's nest, but he is unharmed. And then found yourselves in front of this ruined castle area with this giant stone ziggurat. And you guys made your way in. There happened to be what looked to be some thuggish fellas holed up in there with a whole bunch of crates and boxes and probably stuff that they stole and, some training dummies. And after a very tough fight, you guys have emerged victorious, yet battered and a little broken and out of spells. And there's still a second level to this ziggurat to explore. So we're here in the room in the ziggurat. Tabby's kind of like checking up on you guys, and you even see him like pick up a sword from one of the thugs that you felled and like stab it through one of the guy's face. Like, yeah, take that, bad guy. Am I doing it right, guys? So what are we doing now? Actually, before that, at the end of the episode, we didn't have it on a microphone, but the party actually got enough experience to level up to level 3, but currently are not in possession of some of those abilities. We just kind of like have them on deck for the next time that they rest. 31 Squared kind of pipes in at this point. He says, "That was a brave fight, hirelings of Tabby. If I may, because I perceive there is danger ahead of us still, I have been saving this for this particular occasion." And he looks over at Tabby and he says, "Tabby, will you please hand me the focusing device?" You see Tabby kind of pull out of his bag that red velvet cloth, and he unwraps the rod, that like gearwork rod with the jewel on it, and hands it over to you, 31 Squared. And you see 31 Squared turn a few dials on it one way and twist the diamond on top another, and it starts to sort of breathe into life. And he says, I will now attempt to open a temporal rift due to the planar conflux existing in this area. What I require of you is for whoever is in possession of the reagents for the portal key to please assemble that now. Dip the ogre hair into the blood of the devil, and I will explain what will happen.
Who's got the blood of the devil?
Yeah, who's got the stuff?
I have the ogre. I have the hair of the ogre.
Somebody's got to have the blood. Someone's got to have the blood. I swear, if we left the blood back at camp.
No, I think I remember you have the blood because you had to put
Okay.
it. I'm sorry, Zero had the blood because he had it in his vial.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, I had the vial.
And
Now I'm smarter.
Ezra has the hair because he scalped the thing.
Yeah.
Badass.
Wasn't enough to just get one hair, was it?
No. Maybe.
So I guess who's going to be the one to
You never
assemble
know.
the key?
Zero, you
Pull it
have
out.
very
Okay,
good
why the hell not?
dexterity, right?
Yeah, I certainly hope I have enough
So I'm
of
giving-
dexterity to unstopper a vial and dip a hair.
I'm giving the whole scalp to you though.
Okay, so before I unstopper the vial, I'm going to set down the scalp on one of the crates there and remove one of the hairs.
Yeah.
I don't need the whole scalp, but
That's a waste.
I suppose it's a waste. It was about sending a message.
I don't know
though.
what it's a waste for.
I'm not sure who we were sending the message to, but we sent the message.
Yeah.
And now I have a hair. Now I have unstoppered the
The
vial
vial, right?
and dip the hair.
Okay, and you immediately sort of see the contents like meld together and sort of react with just the general air of whatever is existing in this place. You don't really see a portal opening anywhere here, but 31 Squared says, well done. What this serves to do, and unfortunately we only get one chance to execute this properly before this particular property of this rod is expended. I'm essentially going to create a rift in time so that you may rest and tend to your wounds. Only a 30-minute period will have passed on the outside, but within your extra-dimensional space, you will have plenty of time to sleep, tend to your wounds, meditate, whatever it is you choose to do. However, I will require someone to stand guard with me in the event that there are any unwanted visitors.
I've got 20 hit points left. I'll volunteer.
Okay.
I'm not sure a character can talk about hit points. Like,
That,
yeah.
I'm very self-aware.
Okay. So Peridot volunteers. So what's going to happen now is that after a brief montage, we're going to have we're going to have a long rest where everyone will be able to level up to 3. And Peridot, I'll say that you'll still be able to get up to 3, but you will not regain any hit points unless you'll be taking a short rest, so to speak.
Coming back from level 3. Montage. Yeah.
So the temporal field seems to hold. Peridot, since you've taken a short rest in this time, this like hour that's passed, or the half hour that's passed, like in the outside world. You can see them in there, but it's almost like time is moving really slow. You know what I mean? It's just almost like this like little bubble.
What are they doing in there?
But the half hour is starting to come up. I would like for you to just quickly though make me a perception check, just to because you're standing watch.
I'm gonna 14
Oh, you got a.
Whatever.
plus whatever.
You don't have to talk in your voice when you give me a number if you don't want to.
I don't have any additional perception.
Oh, so you get
Okay.
+1.
Oh, +1.
Yeah.
Look at a 15.
Yeah, that's fine. You can hear that some voices coming from upstairs, like up those stairs. It's just like almost like a little trap door, but it's slightly ajar.
Okay.
And but they don't. You don't really hear them coming in your general direction. You guys, and you're able to sort of like, when you hear it, you and 31 Squared sort of make sure you can't keep it down. But
When is a door not a door? When it's ajar.
Wow, Hodor. Wow. I don't think anybody laughed at your joke except for you.
Can we cut that out of the?
No. I think
No.
I'm gonna keep that in so that
just joking.
everyone else can just
Feel the crickets.
feel the crickets. Yeah.
Somebody laughed.
Maybe I'll edit
Thank
it.
you.
Maybe I'll edit in some crickets over there or something.
Dave laughed.
Okay, so the temporal field sort of collapses, and you guys are now back in the present. Everyone's freshly at level 3. Everyone's good and rested, and you think you guys probably have some time to survey the room if you wanted to, but otherwise there's just the stairs going up to the second level of the ziggurat.
Has Peridot let us in on the fact that he's heard some...
I don't think I can talk to you guys.
Yeah, no, they're
We've
out.
just come
Everyone's
back.
everyone's good.
Just came back.
okay. Ooh, just so you know, I heard some interesting bumps and creaks outside the door, fellas.
Perhaps we should investigate.
Okay, so you guys are gonna just kind of go straight up, or what's the plan?
Should we send a ninja up?
Oh,
Wanna sneak
yeah.
Up there?
Ninja Ezra.
if we all go to the bottom of the stairs so that we have your back.
What's Tommy been doing all this time we were training? Has he just been sitting in a room with a bunch of dudes descending into rigor mortis?
No,
He's
what
got his ball and
he's
cup
actually
again.
been he actually took that like short sword he took off of one of the dead thugs and is just kind of like swinging it at the training dummies. He's not doing that great, but you see him really trying. Like he seems to be determined to like show you guys that he can be an adventurer too or something. I don't know. I mean, you can see he's definitely like he's like looking over at you guys, like smiling, like am I, like not saying it, but you can tell, you can still hear his voice in your head, like am I doing it right? You know. So what's the plan, fellas?
One of two ways: we either head up and listen, or I walk up and kick the door open and we see what's going on.
They both
Either
have
way,
their-
we're fighting, but
They both have their charms, yeah.
Brute force is not a bad thing.
Can we go make another perception check elsewhere?
the only way is up the stairs. I mean, that's
Pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like through the little trap door, you can
All right,
push it
no,
open.
so I'm gonna clank up there and make a check. I'm gonna
Oh,
go.
yeah, against like the
Yes. I'm
sure,
gonna
sure.
Go stand outside the door and see if I can get up there undetected, and if not, then
I can do something.
I won't. Ezra.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
you're gonna step in and make a sensible decision.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone has to
I
do
have
it.
to figure out where to find it. Hold on.
I mean, you could probably just make a stealth check.
Pass without a trace or something, but I don't think I need to do all that.
I don't think you need to get
That's like
fancy
a
with
whole-
it. Yeah, no, just make. I mean, you're just
Okay.
very being good at
Yeah,
being
yeah,
stealthy.
yeah.
So just make me a stealth check.
I got an 8.
You got an 8?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, when you get close to the, I mean, you're not like too quiet when you go up the stairs. You're not
Trip
really,
up a stair.
yeah, but you notice that like when you kind of press your ear, like almost like towards the like little opening that's like kind of cracked
The
open.
door that's ajar.
You're gonna keep milking that. When you press your ear to the door that is ajar.
So it's a jar.
I remember when I was a cow person and I did the milking.
Oh my, oh my, we've descended into shitty puns.
What's going on?
The voices sound not like super close to the door. Like you can almost, it's almost like there's like another room sort of away from you that they're talking in, and they seem to be talking about. You hear this like one like really gruff voice saying something about, amassing an army, and he just needs a few more or something like that, and he's like talking to. It sounds like almost like I think 2 other people.
Okay.
That's you can definitely make out that there's at least 2 other people like up there talking to him. It's very clear.
I can't hear anything.
You can't really make,
It's
it's a
muffled.
little muffled, yeah.
It's
'cause
behind another door.
Yeah,
I can-
or something, right.
All right. I'm gonna come back and say that I heard people.
About 3 of them
Maybe
up
there
there?
weren't people. I don't know. I heard a group chatting. 3 people, give or take.
What kind of voices were these?
One was definitely a heavily accented tone, but the other 2 kind of just sounded like just kind of straight common. It was hard to make out.
I couldn't. Could I understand them, or were they speaking something else?
No, they were speaking common.
Okay.
They were definitely speaking common, but it was just like you
Well,
just
that's all
couldn't
I
make out
got.
the words. Something about amassing an army. That's all you heard.
Well,
Oh, that's it?
Something about a small army.
after
A
our
small
rest,
army.
I came into possession of a spell that I read about that's pretty cool that allows me to not only create a weapon, but move it like up to 20 feet and then attack.
Magic weapon.
Yeah. So like we don't even really have to go in. The door's ajar. I could just kind of
Yeah, but what are they
Send a
talking
magic
about?
hammer up there or something.
like send my hand exactly.
I mean, you can't see for the hammer though. Like you'd have to be looking to tell it. You have to see a target because like, the hammer doesn't know where to go unless you tell it.
That's unfortunate. Then my plan is scrapped.
Because like your magic weapon doesn't have eyes.
It should.
So your plan was that hopefully your magic weapon would have better decision-making qualities than you.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can I
Yes,
give it
sir.
another? Can I
To be
try
fair,
and
it's a
sneak
good
up
plan.
again, or I mean,
Yeah,
Well, now-
I mean,
I mean, let's go in. We're heading
you're
in,
gonna
right?
Yeah, but how like, you guys gonna just like slam the trap door open, or are you gonna try to like
Right.
slowly creak it open? Like,
How-
like how are you trying
could
to
he
open
tell-
this door?
Could he tell how close they were to the door? He could.
They were not like right next to it. They were definitely going to be in another room.
All right, then go on in there, ninja.
All right, Ezra, make me one more stealth check to see like kind of how definitely you can open the door, or even sleight of hand. I'll give you that too.
Go ninja, go ninja, go. Go ninja, go ninja, go.
Go.
13.
13. Okay. You managed to open the door relatively quietly. I mean, it doesn't really creak. The hinges weren't that rusted out, surprisingly. So this must have been a newly installed trap door somehow. And you kind of see that it opens up into this like large open room that's been set up as some sort of like war room. There are maps and drawings lining the walls and tables scattered throughout the room, and they hold sort of crude relief maps of the area with like odds and ends denoting some sort of like force allocations, like just like like random items like just scattered about, like with flags, little like toys, just anything he could possibly find, pebbles, to just signify that like where things are located. On
Like
the
what
map.
the inside of my brain looks like if I'm playing Risk.
Pretty much.
Okay.
The room is divided across the middle by a huge stone archway, and the far side of the archway looks to hold another living area, but there is like cloth walls sort of set up in like a maze-like fashion in there, and there's also like a tattered cloth draped in front of this archway. And you can see that, while they haven't noticed you yet, there is a strange humanoid-looking person with very leathery skin and jet black hair pulled into a top knot. Is sort of like sitting in front of one of the tables, and he's got two other dudes kind of just like looking over this table with him. Like they have their backs turned, but he's facing the direction of the door. Because only Ezra is like kind of up there right now.
Yeah.
And he's maintained a level of stealth. So they can't see what you're seeing.
Right.
Are you trying to communicate that to them, or
Yeah.
are you like hand signals, talking? Like, how are you?
I'm kind of whispering it back, trying to like.
I feel like that's fair. If they were going to notice
Yeah, I think he's good.
noises
Yeah,
from
yeah,
down
yeah.
below, they'd
gonna-
have noticed the ruckus.
Right.
We were doing
true.
murders 8 hours ago.
Yeah, and they haven't noticed anything, so it must be pretty soundproof.
They've also been up there that whole 8 hours.
It seems to be.
Darn. That's some dedication to their potential revolt thing.
Okay. But is everyone following him up?
Yeah, I'm gonna be the last one up.
Yeah,
there,
marching
'cause,
orders. Then. So who's going up?
But
after us?
Hobbit will head up right behind him.
Are we trying to fight, or are we trying to?
Yes.
I think Hoblet's answer to
But
that
I'm
question
always
is always
trying to fight,
yeah,
so I don't.
right.
I'm going up right after Hoblet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
and I'll
figure
go
I'm going
fourth.
to make the most noise since.
All right, everybody make stealth checks.
Yeah. I'm the approximate.
Except for Ezra, you're good.
Yeah.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Fuck.
They're not good reactions I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Um,
I know I wasn't gonna make a stealth check going
yeah,
up the
and actually
ladder.
you get disadvantage, Hoblet, too,
I'm
because you're wearing chain armor.
yeah, and I'm a machine, the approximate size, shape, and glorious mahogany color of Terry Crews.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right, so Quinn, what was your
7.
0? What was yours?
6.
Ooh, Peridot
5.
and Hoblet.
4.
So you guys just come crashing up the stairs, right?
That's why when you said 7, I was like, man, I wish I rolled a 7.
Ezra,
This, ladies and gentlemen, is the
I'm still the
hapless heroes
stealthiest.
making an entrance.
like you have Ezra got up there all nice and quiet, and then you guys just charged your way up there. Like, okay, it's safe. He's okay.
That's what happens when Hoblet goes.
Well, I think since Quinn was behind 2 other unstealthy people, I think he just kind of gave up.
Yeah,
anyway.
sure, right.
He's like, I don't even care.
Right. And immediately these 3 gentlemen look up from this table right at you. The guy with the leathery skin and like top knotted hair, he picks up this angled scimitar. I'm looking at you, Peridot.
Sorry, dude.
Not his, but it's a scimitar.
No, that's not good though. 'cause
He
he's
picks up
looking
an
at you.
angled scimitar from the table and points it in your direction. And he speaks in a very heavily accented tone. I was beginning to think this realm would be so easy to conquer. I was worried it would pose no challenge, give no glory. I hope you are here to prove me wrong. And he's
talk
he's
funny,
like he's
sir.
like pointing this like scimitar at you guys.
Peridot unsheathes his scimitar, looks straight into his eyes, and says, I was born to give a worthy fight. Bring it on.
With that, let's roll initiative. That's perfect.
Challenge delivery service.
I'm feeling good about this, guys. I just learned how to do 3 new things miraculously.
Nice. Yeah, right.
I got
Okay.
some bitchin' new spells. I'm about to bust on their faces.
All right. Ezra, what's your initiative?
17.
Quinn?
9.
0.
10.
Paradil?
17.
Hoblet?
12.
Not bad for someone with -1 is
Not
next, right?
bad at all.
Ezra, Paradil, and the enemies. All of us, let's re-roll again to tiebreaker this
Ew.
tie in initiative. Because we all got 17.
That's a flat roll.
Flat roll. So I got a 17.
We got a 14.
I got a 5.
Okay.
We're playing golf, right?
No, that means someone would have to roll a 4.
Fran, I know you guys out in Radio Land can't see this, and maybe Fran will edit this out, but that is an exceptionally large D20. I know I'm a noob at this, but I felt like the D20s I had were big, and Fran's is like...
Oh, dang,
Damn,
son.
just threw it on the
Yeah, are
table.
you compensating for something?
No,
Fran?
Testicle size? Am I out of
they
line
say
calling
about
that
the size of
testicle
your
size?
D20.
It's like,
Testicle size.
what?
I think that.
Right? That's
Yep.
that's
Well,
yeah. I mean, give or take. I mean,
Give.
that's all dependent.
I'm down for the measuring contest.
Dave and Fran have huge dice. To
Like
any
this
of the
is-
ladies listening,
We roll
although
around
Fran did
both
just
at
get
once.
married.
I did just get married, yeah.
You
It's
can't
too
find
big
it.
to
It's like
miss.
as big as my fist.
It's too big to fail.
It's true.
The one should
But
be
when it
smaller.
does, it fails big.
We went really solidly into innuendo land here, didn't we?
Yes. Everything was inappropriate, and I just
Okay, so anyways,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, go.
great countdown. A simple 3, 2, 1 would have sufficed, but no, it's okay.
I'm a big Office fan, and Dwight starts his countdown down at 20. 20. 19. 18.
Yeah, so these 4 humanoids, the guy with the leathery skin is accompanied by a dude wearing sort of robes, like almost looks like some sort of caster of some kind, like some sort of spellcaster. And then those 2 thugs similar to the, idiots you found downstairs.
Is anyone wearing like an apparent shiny codpiece or any other such?
Not that you
flourish?
can
Sharpshooter
tell.
leader.
Not that you can
It's-
tell.
Yeah.
So you're looking directly to the crotch area. Is that because of your height or because of
Yeah.
some natural
I think it's a little-
predilections on your
I'm
part?
like
I think it's a
2.5
little bit
feet
of
tall,
both.
man.
So they're gonna go first. So the leathery guy is going to charge right at the most heavily armored looking person he could possibly find, and runs actually right over to Paradil. And he also sees, he's also brandishing a scimitar and feels that you are the most worthy opponent.
Got my chainmail, got my shield,
And he
got wisdom in my eyes.
he's gonna make 2.
And passion
He's gonna
in his
attempt to
heart.
make 2 slashes at you with his scimitar.
Okay.
He gets a 13, which I don't think is enough, and an 18.
Nye.
What's your AC?
19.
Oh yeah, so he does not get through your nimbleness and your armor,
Okay.
because you also have your shield out too.
That's some considerable armorishness there.
And he kind of scoffs at you, but he's kind of enjoying himself, like enjoying the challenge, right?
Yeah.
The robed fella takes, as like kind of like in this sort of mazy room, kind of like steps back a little bit till he hits one of the cloths and like kind of almost tries to slightly duck around a corner. Mind you, this is cloth, tattered cloth, but he's just trying to like obscure himself a little bit. And he's going to point at 0 and cast Magic Missile.
This is the one in the robes.
Zero's getting shot at, and he's just taking damage because magic missile is money in the bank.
You take 10 force damage from Magic Missile.
That's just a hit.
Yeah,
It just hits.
Magic missile.
Magic
just
Missile
hits.
always hits.
What about the one time it doesn't?
As these 3 bolts of force hit you like right in the chest. And the 2 thugs are gonna kind of charge in, and since I'm assuming that it's probably like Ezra, Paradil, and Hoblet up front. One's gonna go to Ezra, and another one's gonna go to Hoblet.
Quinn's feeling really happy right now.
Swearing up.
Yeah, somebody will do something about that eventually.
So against Hoblet, one of them rolls a 9 with his mace, so that's not going to get through.
Swung like a pussy.
And against Ezra, also a 9. So you guys are probably fine.
We most definitely are fine.
All right. Well, so these guys didn't really do a whole lot of nothing except for the mage.
Yeah. Who couldn't have missed with that spell if he tried.
Right. Ezra, what are you doing? You got a guy on you trying to hit you with his mace.
With his mace.
He doesn't look too smart, though.
Right, so I'm just going to hit him twice. Just
Just
short sword and an unarmed
attack.
attack.
Cool. Let's see it.
So I got 15
Mm-hmm.
and
So a 15 is going to hit. What about for your second attack?
9.
Okay, so the 15 hits. So that's your short sword. Go ahead and deal your damage.
9.
Wow, max damage. Yeah, you stab him pretty good. He's not too happy about that. You gotta get him right in the gut. Looking so hot.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But he's still standing.
Oh, he's still standing. Paradil, you are engaged with the other scimitar-wielding fella.
All
He
right.
doesn't look too human.
Not too human.
No, it's got these like leathery, like sort of greenish black spotted skin. Like his hair pulled up into this top knot. He's kind of got like a very short,
He's a hipster.
very short nose.
Only
Does
if
he
that's an
have,
artisanal scimitar.
Does he have any like apparent weak points, or should I roll for?
It depends on how well you hit
Perception.
him.
All right, I'm gonna use one of my superiority dice.
Okay.
I'm going to, with my scimitar, make a precision attack against him.
Okay. What does that do for the audience?
Well, a precision attack is when you make a weapon attack roll against a creature. You can expend 1 superiority die to add it to the roll.
Oh, nice.
You can use this maneuver before or after making the attack roll, but before any effects of the attack are applied.
Sounds good. All right, let's see it happen.
Ooh, I really needed that too. That's, even with that precision attack, that is a 13.
That's not enough. He's kind of wearing some
Ooh.
half plate armor right now,
Oof.
and it just kind of like clangs right off of the metal. And he's at this point like he feels like it's a very fair fight. Like neither one of you have been able to actually get through each other's armor, but he's definitely like enjoying the spar with you. Hoblet, you got a guy on you, little thug, wielding a mace. He's only like wearing leather armor though, so it doesn't really like.
I'm gonna smash.
You know it's not gonna be too hard
I'm
to hit
going to smash him
All right,
with my maul.
Trixie,
With Trixie. Come here, Trixie. 13.
that's a hit.
Decent.
All right, see it. Clobber him with your maul.
12.
Ooh, nice. That's the
I don't
guy
know
that-
why I just said that in Hoblet's voice, because 12. It was a 12 for those of you that don't speak Sean Connery.
Great hit. Yeah, he kind of like he reels from that blow.
Because he's a
You
pussy.
see he has a really hard time kind of like standing himself back up from that.
Yeah, give
Really,
yourself
really
a
hard
little bit more credit. They didn't take the hit because they're weak. They took the hit because you're strong. It's you, man.
And Trixie.
What a so motivational. 0.
Thanks. Hoblet's on
Prototype
top
0.
of the world right now, just so you know.
Motivational robot.
On top of the world.
So what are you doing, 0?
Shooting a dude.
Who are you shooting?
I'm gonna be shooting the guy in the robe.
Okay.
Since he was so kind as to include me, I'm going to return the favor. We all deserve engagement in this.
Yeah, he's not hidden,
Engagement.
so like he had to like have line of sight.
Yeah. Ooh boy, that is an 11.
It's exactly what you needed to hit him because
Ooh.
he hasn't had a chance to. Doesn't really seem there's any magical armor surrounding him. It just the crossbow bolt like
Right.
just goes sailing straight through his robe and into his shoulder.
And we'll roll some damage. 12.
Actually went into his gut because that's good hit. And he staggers back and kind of actually like he just yelps in pain.
Right back at you, buddy.
This is a dramatic difference from last time. Last time you guys fought.
We are
anything.
seriously kicking ass.
Quinn,
Don't
what are you
jinx it.
doing?
That's like saying shut out while there's still a puck on the ice, man.
No, I wanted to shake things up a little bit.
He's going to shake us right in some ones.
Whisper to Leatherskin.
Come here, Leatherskin. That's not what you said to him.
Whispering.
How much time do you spend in the sun to get a leather skin like that?
Ooh.
Snap.
Wisdom check.
Wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw. Okay, so I'm going to use a bardic inspiration die
Sure.
to enhance that little insult. 17. That means
He still passes. He succeeds. Yeah, 17.
Damn it all day.
It was worth it.
I tried. So
Does anything happen? Does anything happen on a failed?
on a fail, he takes half the damage. I didn't write it all out. I had to
That's
type
fine.
it up.
Oh, well.
But he does not have to run away from me.
That's fair.
Oh, I remember that spell, and I remember when it worked.
Oh, when it worked and it was
Yeah, that was pretty
freaking
bitchin'.
awesome. All right, 5, 9, 13. So that's 6.
Takes 6. All right.
Damage.
He takes 6.
Six psychic damage. My lisp is not helping me.
Okay. You're going to see that before these guys act again, Tabby and 31 Squared are going to do something here too. 31 Squared runs
Don't get yourself killed.
right up next to...
Right, seriously, that's all I'm thinking right now. Is this kid's
No,
gonna
no.
run into Leatherface and just be like,
No.
me.
31 Squared goes right up to next to Hoblet and starts like waving his arms like wildly and like flailing himself to almost like kind of distract the guy who's attacking you, and is going to actually give him disadvantage on his next attack against you.
Bitchin'.
And Tabi is going to quickly, like sprint up to the guy that Ezra's fighting, and just like try to like kind of wildly swing the short sword and then run back away. So he got a 12. He actually manages to hit the dude for 6 damage, and then just kind of like you see him as a bonus action disengage. Ooh.
It's like he's found a class.
Gonna go to the thugs and Leatherskin.
Call him Leatherface from now on.
Leatherface.
Leatherface.
Agreed. He's been Leatherface in my head.
Yeah,
since the
Leatherface.
first minute.
Absolutely, yeah.
This podcast makes no attempts to
Right.
reference
Yeah, that's
anything
not-
real. Any relation to things in real life is purely coincidence. Is that how it goes? I don't know how it goes.
I
I don't care.
guess. I thought we were
Heinous.
allowed to.
Yeah, it's pop culture.
We
I'm
can
just
include references to
yeah,
whatever
I'm
we
just
want.
being
Too
being
much sun
silly.
causes
Which is
cancer.
good because I'm
Right.
going to do the hell out of this.
Yeah.
All lives are coincidental, I think. Is the...
Yeah.
Hashtag no lives matter.
That's deep. That's deep,
Okay.
Paradil.
0 lives matter.
So Leatherface, as we've come to know him, is going to attack. Continue to attack Paradil.
Oh, no.
Ooh, and he crits you.
Ooh, that hurts.
And you're actually going to see that he's going to
like
use
that.
a special ability called Martial Advantage,
Dude's got martial advantage.
and he's going to actually deal some extra damage to you as well.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Pardo, we knew and loved you.
Don't worry, bro. I got healing spells for you.
You're just stoked it isn't you.
You're going to take
Absolutely.
16 slashing damage.
That is.
Yep. What do you got? 4 left? Yep. And I mean, he just like gets you right across. Like he finds like that sort of weak point in like the shoulder of your armor. He just like slices right through. I mean, like, you're hurt. It's not your dominant arm, but like you're definitely hurting. Yeah. The mage is going to. He's still looking at 0. He's trying to take out the guy with the giant crossbow who just shot him, and is actually going to cast mage armor on himself. And-
Urge to kill.
Right.
Urge to not die.
Urge to live, right. The thug attacking Ezra, who's not doing so well after that stab from Tabi. Yeah, I don't think does a 15 hit Ezra? What's your AC?
16. So no.
Okay. Yeah, so he doesn't manage to, you're too fast. You're just diving out of the way and dodging.
Gotta go fast.
Like the ninja that you are. And against Hoblet, that's not getting through. He gets a 13.
Swing
Yep.
and a miss.
Wing and a miss. Ezra, what are you doing?
Gonna do it again.
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
attacks.
2 attacks. So I'm going to attack him with my short sword first.
Okay.
9. My third 9.
That's not going to hit.
Does it hit? 9.
9.
9.
And an 11.
The 11 hits.
Cool.
Exactly what you needed. Yeah, so let me see that unarmed damage. Those hurt.
7.
Okay.
Got a 7.
All right. Actually, that was exactly enough to kill him. What does it look like when you... he had 7 hit points left
Kill
after
him.
Tabi stabbed him. What does it
Wanna
look like
kill
when
him.
you crack this guy across the face or wherever you hit him?
Like it usually does.
Usually, this is becoming a pattern.
Like
That's
usually does.
descriptive.
No, you know what? Tantalize the ears of our audience.
The
It's Halloween.
Uh,
What does it look like?
Ooh.
What does it look like?
Were there any ghouls involved?
No.
I punch him, right?
Yeah.
How ghastly.
But like it's like a
Does your hand sink into
it
his
sinks
face?
into his eye socket, and then
Nice.
it's like a Quentin Tarantino
Just gush. Yeah.
gushing blood
Yeah.
all over my face. Great.
And as you stand there just
Jesus.
unscathed. Yeah, yeah. All right. Peridot, what you doing?
I'm crying a little.
Well, bonus points for honesty.
Let's see here. Feel like I'm like too blinded by my wound to even think clearly, and all I can do is just try to scimitar this mother fiend back.
It's okay. This is a mature podcast. You can swear.
We can say fuck.
This Monday to Friday guy.
I prefer
Monday to
mother
Friday.
lover.
Yeah. Okay. see it.
All right. That's a 12.
Nope.
12.
Does not get through his armor.
That's unfortunate.
Make with the shoe sting.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Peridot. Didn't work out for you. Anything? You trying to do anything else cool on your turn?
Well, I've got a really great idea that I can do, is to use my second wind ability.
Sure.
Great idea, man.
Yeah, thank you.
The best of ideas.
And I know what that does, too.
Awesome. What does it do?
Well, what it does is I'm going to roll my d10 and use that plus my level 3 fighter level. And
Yeah.
it's going to regenerate some hit points here for me.
Let's do it.
Wow.
Okay, roll the 9 plus 3. That's a 12.
You get 12 hit points back.
That's
Damn.
12 hit points.
I'm feeling good about that.
Yeah, that was good.
I dried my tears.
Dose
Took a little-
for our
took a little-
Spanish listeners.
First aid kit out of my pocket.
Just dose.
Sutured up my wound a little bit.
No.
Dose
Dose.
is 12.
Dose is
Dose
12.
is
Or dose,
dose
is 2. Sorry.
Right.
Dose
Dose
is 12.
is
Yeah.
12.
Is it?
It's
Yeah.
important
Se
for...
habla español muy bien if we ever want to
Yeah.
SAP this
Look.
ML.
Nice job, Peridot.
Thank you.
Hoblet, what are you doing? You got a guy almost dead in front of you.
I do. However, I happen to notice that Peridot seems to be having a wee bit of trouble with a leather face.
Yeah.
And he's just, his top bun is, I can't stand a top knot. So I want to smash
Well, it's
it
not like a
with
man bun. It's like
Scalpel.
a.
in my
It's
face.
still pissing me off.
Right. It's still, it doesn't look right, so I want to smash his face off of his face.
Okay.
So I'm pulling Trixie out, and I'm going to yell, "Hey, Leatherface, look over here." 13.
Are you hitting Leatherface? Are you trying to hit Leatherface?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it doesn't hit him.
Fuck, Ricky.
He doesn't even pay attention at all.
I know he didn't, because I sound like an idiot.
It's okay. Wouldn't
doing
you
anything
rather
else,
have
Hoblet?
people miss you acting like an
Because you actually swung at him. Yeah.
I'm mad that I missed him, so I'm going to use my War Priest ability per
Yeah.
short rest to swing Trixie again.
Do it.
Raw. Fuck with the fucking...
What is that?
It's less than the last one, so...
Okay. Not a 1, though, right?
It's not a 1.
That's good.
idiot? No, not enough fucks for a 1.
All right, so we're moving on to 0 then.
So I
Sorry,
use
Hobby.
that.
And 0 doesn't even say a word. There's no trash talk. He's not even changed expression yet.
Right.
Another shot right at the robe guy. Well, it wasn't a 1, but it's definitely a miss.
That's definitely a miss.
Oh, a 2 doesn't hit?
2 does not hit.
Wouldn't that be awful?
2 plus whatever he had
knowing
was not
that
going to hit.
Mage armor is going to put him bare minimum of 14. No.
That's actually what it put him at, because you knew it was 11 before when you hit him.
Y-
So I'll just tell you that.
Yeah.
He's at 14. Quinn, what are you doing? Unless Zero's doing anything else over this turn.
No, I'm
Okay.
just reacting.
Help me understand
Reacting, yeah.
the geography of what's going on right now. So the two.
So the guy, the thugs and Leatherface are like kind of in the room where you guys are now, but there's the mage guy sort of in like
In the back
that
room.
living area room. So like everyone else is in the war room, he's in the living area.
Stop. There's no fighting in the war room.
Everyone's kind of like interacting with everyone at this point.
Correct.
We've engaged them physically.
I would say so. Yes.
That's hot.
Okay. I'm going to continue my defensiveness. I'm going to cast Bane on the 3 remaining individuals. They must make charisma saving throws.
All 3 of them. Let's see how charismatic they are.
I
Leatherface.
pricked my finger for this, so it better.
Leatherface gets a 19. Mage gets a 5. And then the thug gets a 4.
Okay, Leatherface
bad.
succeeds.
Leatherface succeeds. The other 2 do not.
The other 2 must now.
Yeah, is it the D4?
roll a D4.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Subtract that from anything that they do.
Oh yeah, you use this enough. I think we know how it works.
We've figured.
We've
it out.
passed.
Yeah.
We've gotten past it. Sweet. Anything else?
I am also going to give a bardic inspiration die as my bonus action
Mhm.
to Paradil.
Yeah, he needs it.
Stab him.
So now when you attack
Thank you.
or make a
You're
saving
welcome.
throw, you can choose to roll that D4 along with your D20.
Okay.
To add that or the
Is it
D6.
D6?
D6. That's what I meant to
Level
say. No, it's D6.
So I yell across the room to Paradil, "Yo, use some magic to kind of screw something up here."
I don't, just because he's a gnome doesn't mean he knows how to cast spells, man. That's racist, dog.
I'm just saying I saw
Oh,
him
man.
use some magic earlier.
I understand that it has been bequeathed to me.
Yeah. I mean, you've lived it your whole life, man. It's okay. Like, I still love you. So now Tabi and 31 squared. 31 squared is going to continue to distract the dude on Hoblet. Tabi is going to try to just run up and stab Leatherface and then run back again.
Good old Tabi.
No, he gets an 11. He just kind of runs away, disengages. And the 3 remaining fellas now. Leatherface is going to once again continue his duel with Paradil.
As a reaction,
Ooh.
I'm going to use my bardic inspiration to cut his points there. Fuck. 1
1.
-1.
All right, he gets a 5. So
Well,
That's
at
a kick in
least-
the dick.
Well,
That's a kick in the dick.
In the general scheme of things,
Right.
let's just say
I mean, that's how
that
the spell
helped.
works. I mean, that's how it works, really.
You don't
Let's just-
know that you
let's
didn't.
just say- right. I don't know that technically he would have succeeded.
Right.
So let's just say that Quinn helped
Right.
him fail.
Well,
Of course,
especially
of course.
from in universe.
You did
all
help.
you know is
You helped him fail harder.
Harder.
you-
much harder.
You
Um,
bent your energies to making the guy miss, and he missed. You
Oh,
don't
he
know
missed-
How much
he
was
missed
gonna miss on his
spectacularly.
own, but
There-
as
I
your
heard a
You didn't
word.
even
wouldn't know
move.
how much
You didn't
he was
even
gonna
have to
miss on
move.
his own.
Paradil.
You just know that the tiger
Um,
charm worked this time, and there are no tigers.
Right.
Exactly.
All right, so the mage is going to look at Zero once more, and this time instead of casting a spell on himself, is going to launch a firebolt in your general direction.
This is a really pathetic magic.
Oh, yeah, he gets a 20 to hit, not a natural 20.
No, a modified 20 will definitely hit.
Yep. You're gonna take 4 fire damage.
Oh, all right.
That was a weak firebolt.
Yeah.
Well, it's cantrip.
Like you-
It's bread and butter casting.
Yeah, your robe kind of like there's like a bit of an errant flame on it again, right in the same spot that there was before when you guys were at Razi's house.
Oh, Ross.
And then the last thug standing, who's still attacking Hoblet, is going to try it again. And no, I think he gets a 15 against your AC,
That's not enough.
almost.
Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Ezra, we're back at you.
So there's one guy.
One guy, yeah, you're no longer you killed the last
Yeah,
person
yeah,
you're engaged with,
there's
so
only one guy
you're
Two-
Leatherface
there's
is
3 guys left still.
Leatherface
They
is
were
the
fighting.
closest to you.
I want to.
Leatherface is the closest to you, and you can kind of go around to get to the dude he's attacking. You can get
He's
to
a
pretty
guy
much.
What
going
about
after me, right?
Paradil?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Paradox, that's
yeah,
Leatherface.
that's
Let's do
Leatherface,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's-
So you've got a
Okay.
mage, a
Around.
mook, and
hit him,
super
please, because we haven't hit him in like a minute.
Yeah.
Open fist or closed?
Open fist.
Alright.
He's got a
I'm gonna
top knot.
He needs a bitch
I'm
slap
gonna
right
smack
now.
it off his head.
Are you doing a short sword too, or are you just doing?
I'm gonna do
Yeah. Just
you
a
would tell L'Oreal sit on the
front-handed-
hipster movement.
yeah, I'm gonna do. I might as well do
I just
a.
lost, like,
yeah, I'll
two
do a
fans.
short sword and unarmed
It's
attack
okay to go
again.
listen to some fucking
Sounds good.
banjo music.
10.
Artisanal banjo music.
The hit
Oh.
that does not get through.
Okay, that's my short sword and unarmed.
Nat
25.
Yeah.
right.
Well, you crit.
Well, it doesn't
yeah,
really matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you crit him. So
Open hand. Open hand.
So you're gonna
Take
get
that top
again,
knot right
max
off the
damage.
top
So
of his
4
head.
plus roll another d4 and then add your bonus, which I think is what 3.
Max
4.
damage on that one too.
4. So
Oh,
you do
no,
max
no.
max to the max.
So yeah, I got
So 4,
Oh,
4,
this top
3
knot is so done.
Like
That's,
totally to
11,
the
yeah.
max.
11.
11 damage. Okay.
To the top knot.
Smacked it off his head.
Yeah. You smack that top knot right off his head. No, it's still there.
No, his
You
hair
can't
is
punch
down.
a top knot
Come
off someone's head.
on.
No, but his hair could be knocked out of it.
It definitely was ruffled.
Laid him out.
What happened?
So fast. So furious.
What did the hand say to the face?
Paradil.
How's this guy looking now?
He's still okay. He
man.
took the hit.
I
But
smacked
he's,
him pretty hard.
He's not down for the count yet.
Open fist slap this dude. Just walk up. This dude you just punched his teammate in the face and killed him. Look right at him and you're like, yo, what's up?
And slap him. Yeah. Real hard.
I feel like 11 damage to the face should put you in the concussion
Yeah,
protocol.
yeah. He's
Oh,
out
yeah.
next
So
week.
just to
Oh, yeah.
explain,
He's out next
Bart,
week.
well, don't roll it unless you think you've rolled something
Not good enough.
Bad.
not good enough, or but still close enough to possibly succeed.
I really want to scimitar this guy
Yeah,
because now
I mean, it's a scimitar battle. Yeah.
now my pride is just on the line.
Yeah,
Oh, of course.
Okay,
you got
so
Quinn rooting for you in the
I'm
back.
gonna roll.
Right. Go for it.
Rolling for attack. Oof.
So 6.
I
Add,
I wouldn't.
you can add your bardic inspiration if you want
but-
to,
Yeah.
but it might. I mean,
Yeah,
you're
but
gonna
it's
need
not- To be
don't
quite
think
honest
it's
with you,
possible.
if we can speak candidly, I even if he gets a 6, I don't think that that's
metagaming,
gonna work.
Yeah. No,
Well,
I
yeah.
agree.
You say
So
that
it's
'cause
plus
I don't
4.
think you can even if you get a 6 and 6 and whatever, you're gonna be pushing it to get it either way.
All right.
I would save it.
I would say.
I'm
All right.
saving the bardic inspiration.
All right. Yeah. So you whiff.
Oof.
So a 6 isn't a hit.
That was a, I don't know, whatever.
It was scimitar. It would be plus 4. So
Well,
even though
yeah.
it was a 10, that still wasn't enough to get through. Right.
So you'd have had to get like a 5 or a 6 with the
Hoblet.
bardic to get a hit. Well, I might as well just smash this dude who's right in front of me.
I mean, he's right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull Trixie one more time. We're gonna hit the other guy who's right in my grill.
I'm gonna give you advantage actually on that attack because 31 squared attack is distracting him quite handedly.
Okay. Well, good because the first one I rolled was shite.
Well, what's the number you got?
19.
Nice.
8 bludgeoning.
What does it look like when you kill the thug?
As Trixie slices through the air with
Mhm.
majestic glory and hits this dude right on top of the head. His head literally explodes all over my surrounding teammates, causing them to have to wipe his guts off. But a little bit gets in Leatherface's mouth too, because that's gross. But we all had our mouths closed. For the record, we all had our mouths closed, so it didn't get in any of our mouths.
Excellent.
Just Leatherface.
Excellent. Okay. Zero, what are you doing?
And another squeeze and pull on the trigger.
Oh,
And
come on.
that's what we were looking for today.
Is that a net 1?
That is a nat one.
Actually, hold on,
Another
guys.
one.
So you notice that as soon as he goes to aim with his crossbow,
Damn it, Zero.
Zero immediately disappears.
Where did he go?
You almost see him. You almost see like like if time slowed for just a brief moment, you almost see like a little small portal enough to fit like someone like lengthwise in, and then you see like sort of an arm reach out, grab, and pull him in.
Now, do we all see it?
Yes,
Okay.
and then he just gone.
Not to sound like a dick, but I'm really glad he didn't shoot one of us with that arrow.
What? It's like someone rolling a nat 1 has shot you before. Oh, yeah.
Several times.
And we're gonna
Yeah,
go right to
it's
Quinn.
happened.
I pull out my short bow, and I go for Leatherface.
Okay.
15.
Not enough. Clangs off his armor. Okay. Tabby and 31 Squared seem to be very confused that Zero is no longer there. And 31 Squared is now going to distract Leatherface. And Tabby's going to try to, he's actually going to pick up a dagger that was on the belt of one of the, downed thugs and try to throw it at the mage. And hits him with a 17
Good boy, Tav.
for 2 piercing damage.
Because he's like
Something,
6.
though. That's going to bring it to the remaining 2 guys now. So Leatherface, once again, is going to try to... He's actually, you're going to see him, as a bonus action, put a sort of like a 2 fingers to his temple and then almost like disappear into a mist and then reappear right behind Hoblet. And then make an attack against him with his scimitar.
An attack against me.
Yep.
That's an attack against my people.
The dwarves, yeah.
Oh, big time. Mountain dwarves don't take kindly to being attacked.
No, of course not. He's going to get a 14. Not
You
enough.
missed.
Yeah. Just grazes right off your armor.
There's only one Trixie in this room.
And the mage is now no longer has a target and is now going to point at the injured Paradil. Less injured. But still injured.
Don't forget to roll the d4.
And he's going to shoot a firebolt at you too. And minus 1 from that, but he still gets a 19 to hit.
So sorry.
You're gonna take. You're only gonna take 1 fire damage.
Woo!
Because he rolled a 1 on his d10. Whew. And nothing's even on fire. It just kind of grazes you. Maybe burns a little bit of your douchey ponytail. And
It's practical, all right?
yeah, it's practical. And we're gonna go to Ezra.
Chicks dig it, okay? Leave me alone.
We're forcibly de-hipsterizing this room. Top knot, gone. Douchey ponytail, gone.
You know, it's not a hipster ponytail because I'm balding as well. So it's like the kind of
All right,
ponytail
all right.
you
No,
would
that's
see
a
fair
on,
enough.
midlife crisis
Yeah,
ponytail.
no, that's passable. I'll allow it.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
allow it.
like
Okay.
And actually, now that we've returned
ZZ
back to
Top
the sort of the top of
going
initiative,
kind of thing.
since we rolled back to the top of initiative, you're actually also going to notice that Zero had the portal key.
Confound this gay.
Anyways, so
Crickets.
Ezra, what are you doing?
I'm
Killing myself.
gonna
Because now Zero's gone and he had the key.
go smack around Leatherface some more.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Do another short sword and unarmed attack. 17.
Oh, that's a hit on Leatherface.
Okay. 6 with my short sword.
Yeah, 6 damage with your short sword.
Yep.
Okay,
Unarmed attack. The 15.
and does not hit. So just 6 damage then. He's a little worse for wear now. He's definitely a little worse for wear. Kind of cracking this guy across the face.
Smacking him
Unless
around.
this time you stabbed him though.
What did you say? This guy like sort of vaporized and reappeared somewhere else? In the
Yeah,
room?
almost like
just,
into like a
like,
mist,
poofed.
and then just like almost like he just like took a step forward, and then he was behind Hoblet.
What color was the mist?
I'm gonna say it was pink.
Whoa! All right.
I thought it was going to be like purple.
Yeah, you know, I'm feeling
Picturing green.
Like
feeling a little less cliche tonight.
like a hot pink, like a.
I would
baby-
say more
it
like
was
a
a
muted
powdery
pink.
pink.
It was like a
Okay,
muted
okay.
pink. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Halloween. It was a spooky pink.
All
I
right,
tried to
It's
catch
like
some
cotton
fog
candy
once.
pink.
Paradil,
All right.
what are you doing? You're actually no longer engaged with Leatherface. You have to kind of have to spin around to hit him again.
I'm crossbowing this dude.
Yeah, it's you're still within 5 feet of him, so like you're making that point blank, which means a disadvantage.
Move back.
Because Pablo was right next to you.
Oh. Okay. Scimitar it is.
Scimitar it is. Let's see it.
Ooh. Can I use some bardic inspiration on
Who are you trying to attack?
Leatherface.
I'm going after Leatherface. Yeah, Leatherface it is. Okay, I rolled a 20.
Like not natural, right?
I rolled
Okay, yeah,
a 16 plus
Okay.
attack bonus.
4. Yeah.
4.
Got it. All right. Yeah, that's definitely a hit. Let's see that scimitar damage now. You finally got a hit on him.
I rolled a 3. I rolled a 1 plus 2 slash
Yeah.
3.
3 damage. All right. It's still something.
All right.
You don't really get a good hit, but you still hit him. Now, right before Hoblet
The bardic
acts,
inspiration is
you
just for-
see that you see all of a sudden this hole, like this sort of rift again, open back up, and it just spits Zero out. Zero, you come back here. You have half of your hit points. Only 3 crossbow bolts left,
Okay.
and an extra 10 gold in your pocket, and you are visibly like battered and a little confused
Okay. So 7.
that this is still
3,
happening.
But you got 10 gold.
Can we ask him any questions?
Probably not while you're
Time.
fighting. And he just kind of hits.
Kind in the middle
He
of
just kind of
something.
hits the ground, and you are prone right now.
That's how you want to use your turn. You can.
Yeah.
I'll be hitting someone.
All right, Hoblet. Zero just appeared out of nowhere, right behind you, and it's now your turn. And he's like prone on the ground, looking pretty beat up.
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at dude in the back.
At the great idea. At the like little
Yeah.
mage guy.
Yeah.
Sure.
New die, and I got a fucking nat 20.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm assuming that's a hit.
That's a critical hit.
Boom! I'm not even shitting you. I rolled 2 6s.
So the max damage. These are you guys are not the hapless heroes tonight.
So
Yeah,
that's
well, Hoblet isn't.
27.
27 damage.
Yeah.
What does it look like when you just absolutely destroy this mage with your guiding bolt?
As Hoblet pulled the bolt back,
Uh-huh.
he muttered, "Perfect shot." And then it whizzes through the air into the right nostril of the mage, straight out the back of the head. And the arrow carries the mage's head back into the wall and sticks into the wall so that the mage is carried with it.
Yeah, and it explodes into a divine flurry of light.
Damn.
Yes.
And now his guts on the wall have advantage against them.
And I was just going to say, anyone who wants to attack the guts on the wall, that spell also does give everyone advantage against the person who I attacked, so feel free.
Genius.
All right, it's just Leatherface left. Zero. You're prone on the ground, face down.
Ass
All
up.
all dusty and tattered and a little
Face
bit
down.
burnt.
About how far away?
About 10 feet away.
Close enough. I'll fire from prone.
You can just like see him poke his head up a little bit, pull the crossbow out. Yeah,
Hey, firing from prone is something you can do.
it's absolutely something you can do. Let's see it happen.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really hit him, with a 10. But...
Yeah, no, it doesn't get there.
All right, I'll spend my movement after that standing up.
Sounds good. Quinn.
Zero's still shaking a bit of portal dust off of himself.
Mm-hmm. And
Now
whatever
we're
else.
thinking with portals.
Oh. And you actually see, now that Zero's sort of like in the room, something in the archway begins to materialize between these two rooms. Like you sort of see the stones like kind of making the archway begin to glow a bit as they seem to be reacting to something that was just brought back into this room. Quinn.
What is Leatherface wearing?
Half plate armor.
Khakis.
Khakis and a polo.
He sounds
She
hideous.
sounds hideous.
Can I use heat metal on him?
You sure can use heat metal on him, and you're going to now abuse that very broken spell. Well done. That's absolutely something you can do.
I love.
Are you
this.
gonna heat his armor?
I'm going to heat his armor. Okay, so I cause his plate that he's wearing to glow red hot. If he's in physical contact, which he is because he's wearing it, he takes 2d8 fire damage. If he cannot take it off,
It'll take him 10 minutes to take it off.
Right. So we're going to just.
So 2d8 fire damage. He doesn't make any saves against that, right?
No.
Yeah, that's just happening.
6 plus 3 is 9.
Yep. So 9 fire damage.
9 fire damage.
As his armor just is.
You're brazen bullying this
Yeah.
guy. You know what that is? Like one of those old
So I
Inquisition
can
torture
use any
devices.
bonus action
Mm-hmm.
to cause the damage again.
So that you can like just choose to use a bonus action to
I
like.
can just choose to use a bonus action and say, boom. Which I believe I have one.
You sure do.
So I'm going to do it again.
All right.
That's
Oh. That's okay. 9.
Heat metal is a ridiculous spell against people holding metal objects or wearing them. And 9 damage is he's almost dead. He's just like you see him just like cooking inside of this armor, and it smells oddly
So
of
if
burnt
he does not
of burnt
drop this
skin.
armor, which it's going to take him 10 minutes to
It's not going to happen.
to don, undon, whatever the word is. He has disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks.
Right, and if he was holding a weapon, say you did it to his weapon, he would have to drop it.
Correct.
So yeah, great spell.
You're
Wait,
welcome, everybody.
He would have to drop it like it's hot.
He would have to drop it like it's hot. Joke of the night goes to Dave.
And we finally have a pun that worked.
Yeah.
second best joke of the night.
No, that was the best joke of the night.
I'm just kidding. That was pretty bitchin'.
Okay. Well, it's gonna be his turn,
Hot.
and he's literally gonna just throw his scimitar.
Oh,
off
by
of
the way, I'm cackling through all of
Oh, of
this.
course. He's gonna throw his scimitar off to the side and throw his hands up and be like, "Okay, all right, enough. I've had enough of this." Do you let him surrender? I'm looking at you, Quinn.
I know, because
You're in control of his life right now. Yeah.
Oh, I want to smash this guy's face so bad.
Since I can't actually force damage upon him at this point,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to keep the spell on him,
Mm.
but continue to let him speak.
Oh, but just not choose to do
Simmer
more
him.
damage to him.
Right. I mean, like I can't wait. I have to wait until my next turn to actually deal
We're out of
with
initiative,
damage.
so you can do whenever you want.
Well, that's what I mean. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
That's it. We're talking.
All right. So
He's surrendered.
what do you have for us?
What do you mean? What I have for you? I don't even know who you are. Take whatever you want. Just leave me alone.
All right. So I turn to 0.
You've bested me. You've bested me.
Where have you been?
That is a great question. Where is a little fuzzy, by the way.
It sure is.
When is also a little bit fuzzy. The fact that I'm here right
Now?
You're
my
back, buddy.
timing circuits are completely out of sync. We should not be right now. How are we still here?
Do you still have the key?
This key?
Yeah, and as he lifts it out of his robe, the archway glows brighter, and all of a sudden, instead of seeing into that like dormitory sort of room area, what instead happens is that you see this sort of almost like unstable-ish like portal like fill the doorway, and you can see within there is sort of like what it looks to be like a cobblestone road with many houses and hovels, and then it sort of curves up though.
Shit.
And like as distance goes on, it curves up, almost like all the way, like almost like completely 90 degrees vertical. But it's this long road with many alleys and stuff like that, kind of littering, and there doesn't really seem to be anything you can't really see from this far away yet. Actually, no, you can. You're like 10 feet from it.
Is there a wand shop? Is it Diagon Alley?
No, but you see actually almost like that the same sort of razor vine that's outside is sort of climbing up a sign though that says, like almost like a street sign that says Laughing Cat Alley, and it's just sort of open there. And you see that this like leathery skinned fellow is like, "Can I go? You've bested me. What do you want to know? Take whatever's here."
Zero walks over and grabs him by the collar and hoists him up so that his feet are a good 6 inches off the ground. not even looking him in the eye. Like, this is just off to his side. Like, Zero's looking straight forward, and he's holding this guy almost at a 90-degree angle off to his side with his arm pretty much straight out, because the guy's, well, shorter than Zero, which doesn't really make him short, but...
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, you're not going anywhere until we get a little bit more information, until I get some kind of information as to what, in the name of something I can't even word right now, you're not going anywhere, and just throttles him a little bit while he's doing it.
Fantastic.
This is the angriest anyone has ever seen Zero.
My concentration on my spell ends because I feel like he's got it covered.
Sure, yeah. So he says, well, the name is Vyzax. It's V-Y-Z, who cares?
Did I ask you to transcribe a goddamn thing?
Ooh. He says, listen, I came here hoping to make a name for myself and prove myself that I could be the greatest Githyanki soldier this world has ever seen. I arrived 6 months ago, was drawn to this location. I sensed that there was this portal in this area. I didn't know it opened right here. And here you come waltzing in with a key. And I came to this plane to conquer this realm. To secure my position among the Githyanki Knights. But, I find the indigenous life here weaker than I hoped until I met you. My plan was supposed to be infallible. I was going to just, once my army was fully trained, admittedly, I was a few numbers short. But we were going to clean house. We stole all their stuff downstairs from some merchants. We were ready to equip an army. But I've seen that I've been bested, and that maybe my ideas were a bit far-fetched. So all I ask is that you just let me take my leave. I'll go back to the astral plane where I came from. And no harm done.
Zero just moves the thing right in front of him.
Uh-huh.
If I had a sense of humor, I might even find this funny. We didn't even come here for you. Silly little collateral damage knight. Githyanki. Find yourself a portal, and not this one. Disappear through it and darken this plane no more. Throws him into the wall.
Excellent. Yeah, you actually knock him unconscious. And then, he kind of, after a few moments, kind of picks himself, dusts himself off, and just kind of, just leaves his stuff, right? Only running out with his armor, pretty much. Throws all of his stuff down to the ground. So just take it, and then just leaves.
And stay out.
Okay. Well
now,
done,
would
guys.
somebody explain what the shit happened for the last 2 weeks?
I was going to ask.
2 weeks.
You were in there for 2 weeks?
And who crossed your wires while you were in there?
Relax, old friend.
And out of character, I will be happy to address that once we nail down some details of what actually happened.
You know that Razi was involved.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that I had the ground rules on what story I could tell there before I started telling
I'll let you answer that question. You know that Razi was involved, but your memory's a bit hazy of the event because you're kind of shell-shocked that it's been 2 weeks and it's only here been maybe a few minutes.
Yeah, 2 weeks. And I don't even need sleep. I slept for 30 minutes out of those 2 weeks.
Oof.
Is that a lot or a little?
30 minutes in 2 weeks of sleep? I mean, he doesn't really sleep, though.
I don't really need sleep, but I mean, come on.
Yeah,
You guys
so-
got to have a little bit of something here. Zero came back swearing. Before he left, Zero was the kind of guy who wouldn't use contractions in sentences.
Right.
He's come back in a full-on swearing fit, threatening a guy.
He's a changed robot. Warforged. All right. Well, you see the 31 squared kind of is like, I hate to break up this moment, but it is imperative that I take my leave of you. You see the 31 squared kind of makes his way to the front of the portal. He stares off into this otherworldly dimension, and you can see a look of what can only be excitement across his face. Tabby, on the other hand, has his head hung low as he kneels down beside his friend. I want to thank you, 31 Squared, and he kind of looks up at, and all of you too. You shown me things that I would have never seen at the farm. I made a good friend and met true, honest-to-goodness heroes. And 31 Squared reaches out to put an arm around Tabby. Although I have been in contact with 100,000, a lot of entities before, I do not believe that I have ever created a bond such as this. Tabby, you have given me choice and meaning, and for that I will never be able to repay you. I only hope that you are able to continue making proper choices amongst all of the chaos, and you will live out the rest of your short organic life in harmony. Now you see that Tabby kind of stands up, like holding back tears, and kind of thanks each of you again, and turns back to 31 Squared. And he says, I've learned so much from all of you over the past few days. I don't know how to thank you. You've shown me that this world is a whole lot bigger than the farm. If everyone just stays locked at home, then nobody would be there to stop the bad things that happen just over the hill. He glances about the room before continuing. You've taught me how to be a hero. 31 Squared smiles as he takes a few steps towards the portal. I have also created many new logic branches in my time with you. I must spend some time discovering these new thoughts. But rest assured, I will one day return to visit. This time I promise I won't bring 147 of my friends as well. With that, 31 Squared steps across the portal to the alien city. He looks to the sky as the portal becomes transparent again. The portal swirls and begins to almost sort of slowly shrink out of existence. And as the portal is about to collapse in on itself, Tabby leaps for the portal.
Of course he does.
As the portal vanishes, you see Tabby looking back at you, grinning and waving goodbye. And then it closes. And you see that where Tabby once stood, there is a note. Dear Pa and Ma, I really hope you're not mad, but I have to go away for a while. Dad can't walk good, and Edrin is too little, so I gotta be the one to protect the farm. I gotta learn to be a hero. Don't be mad at my friends. They didn't talk me into it. Because I love y'all. That's why I have to go. I'll be back soon for good. Love, Tabby.
Oh, son of a bitch.
And also, you see that the rod that, with the jewel on top of it is also laying there where his note
At least he paid
sits.
us.
It's good to see you've got a heart there.
This is why I don't work with children.
All right.
The fuck are we going to explain a missing kid?
We're
Right.
not. This is where I walk away. Nope. No thanks.
I mean, that's a no for his parents.
Sure it is. Someone will get it to him.
I think we have a moral dilemma to decide upon between the five of us.
I know I kind of feel like we're going to end up taking it to him, but in real life, this is where I walk away. Nope.
Isn't this where you have the ninja leave it after dark?
Yup. He can nail it to the door.
I've got
At
a
night.
crossbow
I will
and
fight every
some
demon you
twine.
throw at me. Do not send me to that dad. That's all I gotta say.
So let's try to we'll wrap things up a little bit with this. This is Halloween special,
Special.
and I wouldn't feel right if we just ended on this slightly somber note.
We
And
just
being
lost
that
a
it's
kid.
radio, you can't prove that one of us isn't dressed like Professor Frankenfurter.
Mhm. Or
Very
two
true.
of us.
Or
No,
all
the
of
other
us.
one's dressed like Rocky.
All right. Well, I mean,
Nothing but
here
a
you
gold
are.
Speedo.
I'm dressed like Susan Sarandon.
Right. So I mean, you guys
It's
are
really convincing.
you guys are now just hanging out, like, in this area. The portal's closed. I mean, Vizex's scimitar actually lays right before your feet, Peridil.
Yeah, take it.
Looks like trash, but I'll take it.
Actually, in the moment you take it and you inspect it, you know that this is actually of exceptional and of otherworldly quality.
Wow.
You think that it may have magical properties, but you're not entirely sure. You would need to make an Arcana check to decipher whether it does.
I'm going to do that.
Do it.
That's a nice roll.
It's a 22. I rolled a 19 plus
Yeah.
Intelligence 3. That's a 22.
22. Yeah, you know for absolute fact this is magical. And I hate the rules that's written, like magical identifying rules. I think that if you roll a well enough Arcana check, you should be able to at least know what the properties of an item are. This is a +1 scimitar, which means that it gives you a bonus to both your attack rolls and your damage with it, of +1. In addition to that, if you attune to this weapon, which means that next time you take a rest, if you spend at least 2 hours, an hour with this item, like attuning yourself to it, you are able to use this property of it. While you are attuned to this weapon, your hit point maximum increases by 1 for each level you've attained. So right now you would essentially get an extra 3 max hit points. And also, any intelligence roll that you make of any kind, so any intelligence abilities, so like history or arcana or whatever, if it involves military history or tactics, you make that roll with advantage.
That's hot.
Okay.
All for the low, low price of cooking one Githyanki.
Yep.
So I can double wield some scimitars.
If you wanted to, yes. You would have to put your shield down, you go to 17 AC, but yes, you can absolutely do that.
That's amazing.
Yep. All right. And also, I think that's where we're going to have to call it for this Halloween special evening. Sorry it wasn't so Halloween-y, but I feel like it was a very nice conclusion to this adventure. I want to thank everybody for listening so far. I also actually want to have a special thank you to Anthony, and I'm sorry if I butcher your last name, but Anthony Lesink. He was actually the author of the original A Boy and His Modron adventure, and I found this actually on the DMs Guild, which I know we mentioned in our introductory episode. I talked to him. He said he would love for us to podcast this, and I fell in love with the story the moment I read it.
Yeah. It was a great story.
We adapted it for our campaign, and I definitely changed a few details around to sort of maybe match the setting. But I think that it was just so good that I as much as I'd like to write on my own,
All the feels.
it was absolutely beautiful. So I want to say thank you, Anthony, for letting us use your writing. And this adventure is actually up for free on the DMs Guild, but I would consider donating to him if you could spare the dollars, because I think that he took a lot of time to craft a brilliant story. So yeah, again, that's it for us tonight. Thank you for joining us on Hapless Heroes. I'd like to go around and introduce our people one more time. We have Joe playing Ezra.
Hi.
We have Mike playing Quinn.
Please, again, KWIN.
We have Dave playing Zero.
Will no one tell me what happened these last couple of weeks?
We have Zach playing Paradil.
Ta-ta.
And we have James playing Hoblet.
Bye, friends.
And again, my name is Francesco. I'm your host and DM for this evening. Tune in next week when we're actually going to switch gears, and our very own Dave will be taking over the reins as DM and taking us all on a whole new story. Still tied to this.
Journey of fuckery.
And you'll get to
Yes.
meet my character. So once again, we're Hapless Heroes. Thank you guys for coming. Please shoot us a follow on Twitter. We're on iTunes and everything. If you guys want to leave us a review, we'd love to hear from you. Like we love hearing feedback. We want to know how we're doing. And
If you're going to tell us we suck, tell us how we suck.
yeah,
please.
right. Please
Make it
be
constructive.
constructive with your criticism. But yeah, love
Talking
all
to
of
you,
you
Kathy, with your
criticism.
nuanced, vague criticisms. I don't know.
It sounds oddly specific.
Yeah.
Tell us where Kathy touched you.
Oh boy. And with that, good night, everybody.